Some people aren't just unique, they are truly one in a million. Born with rare conditions, they defy the odds.
I am the tallest woman in the world.
Push past limitations and prove their strength to the world.
I had it from an early age, but it took a while for me to understand that I actually did have something that was profoundly different about me.
Today's video is about these incredible individuals who refuse to be defined by their differences and embrace who they truly are. In a quiet village in Jharkhand, India, Khaleems Hands tell a story the world can't forget. Born with an undiagnosed condition, his hands grew at an extraordinary pace, now weighing a staggering 2.5 kilos each. Growing up, whispers of fear followed him as locals branded him the son of the devil. His mother, Halima, remembers the stares and cruel words that chased her boy. But here's the thing, Khaleem never let it break him. Instead, he faces every day with a quiet resolve, shrugging off the judgments and living his life. His strength isn't just in his hands, it's in his heart.
I compete against the best guys in the world, and now I'm gonna beat the best guys in the world, and that's just how I see it.
Born with caudal regression syndrome, a rare condition that shapes every step or stride of his journey, he never let it define his limits. His story is more than medals or records. It's about defying gravity, literally. At a Guinness World Records event, under the eyes of Olympians and legends, he became the fastest man on his hands. His first run was faster than the second, but he had to do it again because of a sensor mishap. That didn't faze him. He called it, delivered, and owned the title. His success isn't just his own. It's shared with his family, community, and the support system that never let him fall.
She looks just like a baby in a pram. People still call her Baby Charlotte.
At just 5 years old, Charlotte Garside stood at 68 centimeters tall, her fragile frame defying every odd thrown her way. Born with primordial dwarfism, her entrance into the world was wrapped in uncertainty, literally, as she was cradled in bubble wrap to protect her delicate body. Yet Charlotte's story isn't about fragility, it's about fire. With her bright smile and bubbly curiosity, she's woven herself into the heart of her family, lighting up their lives in ways words can barely touch. Her older sisters see her not as a medical marvel, but as a spirited sibling who loves and lives just like any other 5-year-old, though with a spark all her own. Ellie's life hasn't been an easy one. Born with developmental disabilities, he often finds comfort in the wilderness, wandering the forest and eating grass, staying away from the world that doesn't seem to understand him. The villagers, quick to judge, call him Monkey, unaware of the deep hurt their words cause. But through all the pain, Ellie's mother holds a love so fierce it could move mountains. After losing 5 children, Ellie's survival was a gift she treasures every single day. Though he struggles to communicate, his quiet strength speaks volumes, proving that love can survive even the harshest trials. Kawana is a Brazilian girl who's dealing with a super rare illness. She's actually the first person in her country, and only the third in the whole world to have Barber-Say syndrome. She was born without eyelids, which makes it tough for her to see in bright light, and her gums just keep growing. Even though she's had several surgeries, she still needs more treatment for her gum issues. People have been judgmental about her looks since she was a kid, but her family has had her back the whole time. Now she's really making a name for herself on social media and doing some incredible things. Dr. Shaun Stevenson's story isn't just one of survival. It's a tale of defying every expectation. Born with a rare bone disorder, doctors predicted his life would be short and filled with struggle. But Shaun had a fire within him that couldn't be snuffed out. He didn't just survive, he thrived, earning a doctorate, inspiring millions, and even speaking at the White House. His message is simple: never let insecurity define you. Through laughter, love, and embracing his purpose, Shaun has touched the lives of world leaders, celebrities, and everyday people alike. His life is a powerful reminder that our limits are often only in our minds.
Fighting the condition that rapidly ages the body so much faster than the rest of us. That Sam Burns has died, but not before defying the odds and teaching us all about living.
Sam's life was never going to be like everyone else's. Born with progeria, a rare disease that accelerates aging, he was given only a fraction of the time most people have. But Sam didn't let the odds define him. From the start, he took life by the reins, inspiring those around him with his positivity and drive. His talks, shared with millions, carried a message that defied his condition. His mother's tireless work in researching a cure was met with groundbreaking discoveries. Sam lived 17 years, a gift that surpassed expectations, and left behind a legacy that will never be forgotten.
I had it from an early age, but it took a while for me to understand that I actually did have something that was so profoundly different about me.
Chantel Brown Young, known to the world as Winnie Harlow, turned what most saw as a flaw into her greatest asset. Diagnosed with vitiligo at just 4, she endured relentless bullying throughout her childhood, with cruel names like Zebra Girl and Cow. But as the years went on, she rejected the idea of hiding her condition. Embracing her unique beauty, Chantel broke free from societal expectations and found strength in the very thing that made her stand out. Now she's making waves in the modeling world, inspiring millions to embrace their differences, and leaving a mark that proves beauty doesn't fit any one mold. Joseph's journey with his wife, Vinia, is proof that love doesn't need to be seen to be understood. Born without a jaw or chin, Joseph's condition made him the subject of many stares, whispers, and assumptions. But for Vinia, his outward appearance was never a barrier. She saw beyond the face, into his spirit, his personality, and his heart. They found each other despite the odds, with Vinia overcoming her initial doubts. The world may wonder, even question their love. But Joseph and Vinia's connection proves that true love is about patience, understanding, and the strength to look beyond what is visible.
И у меня есть такой синдром Марфана. В удлиненных конечностях, в худощавости.
Lyudmila Tichenkova, a 25-year-old from Crimea, Ukraine, stands out, not just because of her towering 6.6-foot height, but for her extraordinary 7-inch neck. Diagnosed with Marfan syndrome at a young age, a rare genetic disorder causing elongated limbs and a slender frame, Lyudmila's journey has been anything but ordinary. By 14, she was already 6.5 feet tall, her uniqueness both a marvel and a challenge. From awkward stares to unsolicited comments, she's faced her share of difficulties. Yet, Lyudmila has embraced her difference, finding humor and strength in everyday tasks others might struggle with. Her story isn't just about towering heights, it's about towering confidence.
Say hi. 9 months, 26 years.
Every so often, someone comes along who rewrites the rules of what's possible, and Jyoti Amje is one of those rare souls. At just 24 inches tall, she's not just the world's smallest woman. She's a force of nature, born in India and standing at the crossroads of challenge and ambition. Jyoti has embraced her journey with a heart full of courage and dreams that stretch far beyond her size. Now in America, she's not just soaking up the culture she loves. She's pushing forward in her acting career and tending to the health that keeps her resilient. Jyoti's life isn't just about overcoming, it's about radiating strength, proving that greatness isn't measured in inches.
My name is Resa, and I am the tallest woman in the world.
In a quiet Turkish city, a woman rises above the ordinary, literally. At 215 meters tall, Rumeysa Gelgi is officially the tallest woman on Earth. Doors, cars, and even regular-sized beds don't suit her extraordinary frame. Her hands, so large they dwarf an iPad, hold 5 Guinness World Records. But her life isn't just about towering achievements. She was diagnosed with Weaver syndrome as a baby. Her height is a gift wrapped in challenges. A curved spine and weak muscles confine her to a wheelchair. Yet her spirit stands unshaken. A self-taught web developer with Harvard ambitions, Resa uses her fame to educate the world, proving that true greatness isn't in what limits us, but in how we rise. Abby and Brittany Hensel, the conjoined twins who once captured hearts on the T-shows a decade ago, have reached a touching milestone in their journey. Now 34, Abby has tied the knot with Josh Bowling, a devoted husband, father, and veteran. Together, the trio shares a home in Minnesota, the place where the twin remarkable story began. Born as dicephalic paraplegic twins, 2 hearts, 2 minds, and a shared body, their life has defied medical odds. As 5th grade teachers, their connection continues to inspire. Their new chapter as a family embodies the resilience of love, proving that even the most extraordinary bonds can nurture ordinary dreams.
I'm a CrossFit athlete. I was born missing both my legs and both of my arms.
Lindsay Hilton, a CrossFit athlete from Nova Scotia, is redefining what it means to live without limits. Born without arms or legs, she views her life not as extraordinary, but as simply her own. A blend of determination and joy, Lindsay embraces challenges with a motto of just try, turning hurdles into opportunities. Her journey into CrossFit began a 1.5 years ago, and she quickly discovered her strengths in bodyweight exercises and pull-ups. For her, the thrill isn't in the accolades, but in pushing her limits. Her message is simple yet profound. Step out, take risks, and find what makes you come alive. Lindsay's story reminds us all that strength is a mindset, not a circumstance. Mandy Sellers was born with a rare genetic mutation that brought a daunting challenge. Her legs alone grew abnormally, weighing a staggering 95 kilograms. Despite this, Mandy refused to let her condition define her. Using crutches for mobility, she embraced an independent lifestyle, driving a modified, hand-controlled car and wearing custom-designed clothing. In a turn of events, Mandy had her left leg amputated above the knee, hoping for relief. Yet the unexpected happened. Her leg began growing at an accelerated pace. Though her journey is filled with uncertainties, Mandy remains steadfast, holding on to hope that science will one day offer a lasting solution. Her resilience is a powerful testament to human perseverance.
Lizzie Velasquez is a motivational speaker. Throughout her entire life, she's endured teases and taunts. Still, she's remained strong and inspired millions of people along the way.
Lizzie's journey isn't just about dealing with her rare condition, it's more about how she refused to let others label her. After being cruelly called the world's ugliest woman and mocked by millions, she didn't let that bring her down. Instead, she found her strength amidst all the hate, drawing support from her faith and family. Lizzie turned the weight of judgment into motivation for her purpose. Nowadays, she's out there sharing her story of resilience and transformation with audiences. Her message is super simple but powerful. True beauty is way deeper than looks, and kindness really can make a difference in the world. In a quiet village in China, a 107-year-old woman has a mystery hanging over her. She has a horn-like growth on the left side of her head. A strange 2.4-inch bump that has left her family scratching their heads. Not long after that, another one popped up on the right side, giving her face an unusual but almost symmetrical look. These bizarre growths are called cutaneous horns and are made of keratin, the same stuff that makes up our nails and hair. While doctors can cut them off, the bigger question remains. What causes them in the first place? Nobody really knows. Her situation serves as a spooky reminder that nature still has plenty of secrets, leaving scientists confused and everyone else amazed.
Let them grow maybe 3 inches, and he encouraged me to grow them longer, and the next thing I know, they were here.
Ayanna Williams from Houston, Texas, carries a legacy on her fingertips. Nails that stretch an astonishing 18 feet in total length. Growing them for over 23 years, her journey started with a simple challenge and evolved into something extraordinary. Each nail tells a story of patience and commitment, polished with care that takes an entire week to complete. Nights come with their quirks, as her nails require their own pillow for support. But it's not all smooth sailing. Everyday tasks like washing dishes are impossible. Still, Ayanna embraces the unique path she's chosen, holding the world record and proving that true dedication is a marvel all its own.
Check out these pictures of Milliana, whose unique family trait has gone viral.
Little Millian stands out with her unique look. She has this cool snow-white patch of hair that looks like a flash of lightning against her dark curls. The wild thing is, she's the fourth person in her family to have this striking feature. Her mom, Brianna, has the same birthmark that always turns heads when they're out together. Then there's Brianna's grandmother, who was adopted, so nobody really knows where this signature look comes from. But for Brianna, it's all about celebrating Millian's difference. She sees it as more than just a quirky trait. It's a family legacy of strength and beauty, reminding them to embrace what makes them unique. Mehmet and Kerem Selman, two brothers from Turkey, have eyes that seem to hold secrets from another world. Mehmet's mismatched gaze, a blue eye paired with a brown one, turns heads wherever he goes. And just when you think it's unique, his younger brother Kerem follows with the exact same rare trait, a condition called heterochromia. Their parents, Swat and Ezra, call it a blessing, though the boys sometimes feel the weight of constant attention. Still, their eyes are more than a spectacle. They're a reminder of the extraordinary beauty in rarity. What makes them stand out also makes them unforgettable. For years, Ethan Hill had more than just a heavy load to carry. He had a story written all over his smile. That big black tooth and his crooked jaw weren't just dental problems. They were constant reminders of what his family had been through. When his story hit the airwaves, it struck a chord with Kiwis everywhere. People showed a ton of compassion, raising over $100,000, which led to a transformation that seemed almost impossible. Orthodontists were like the builders of Ethan's newfound confidence, shifting his teeth an amazing 15 millimeters. Now, Ethan shows off a smile that represents resilience, kindness, and the incredible impact of generosity. His new journey is all about hope as his starting point.
Harper Gray. When she was born, her legs were fused or knitted together.
Harper Gray entered the world with a rare and life-threatening condition known as mermaid syndrome, where her legs were fused together from the womb. Doctors gave her little hope, but from the moment she was born, Harper defied expectations. Her parents, Austin and Brittany, faced unimaginable fear when they first learned of the condition during an ultrasound. Yet, despite the odds, Harper's spirit remained unshaken. After a long battle in the NICU and a groundbreaking surgery to separate her legs, this little girl took her first steps toward a future that was once uncertain. The journey wasn't easy, but Harper's strength turned the impossible into something remarkable. In the bustling streets of Delhi, two brothers were born with a rare condition that the world had never seen before. Sona and Mona, twins conjoined at the torso, share vital organs like their stomach, liver, and bladder, yet live with separate hearts and brains. Their daily existence is a fine-tuned dance of coordination, where they must navigate life with one body, but two separate minds. Despite the challenges, they work as electricians and dream of becoming musicians. Their story isn't just about survival, it's about how two distinct souls can thrive in harmony, defying every odd thrown their way. In Brazil, a family carries a unique legacy that has captured the attention of many. The Silva family, born with polydactyly, has embraced their 6 fingers as a symbol of good fortune, especially with Brazil's national football team in mind. Out of 24 members, 14 were born with an extra digit, and for them, their fingers represent more than just an oddity. With dreams of Brazil winning its 6th World Cup title, these fingers are poised to show the world something only they can. The number 6, a lucky omen that could soon be more than just a family tradition.
Hey, Brazil!
I'm actually the man with the world's stretchiest skin, Gary Stretch.
Gary Stretch's skin isn't like anyone else's. His skin can stretch far beyond the normal limits, something he discovered as a child. At just 4 years old, he realized his unique ability when his uncle would tug at his skin, showing off to his friends. Over the years, Gary's skin became a spectacle, something he could use for fun, or even practical purposes, like turning his belly into a table to serve drinks. It's a skill few could imagine, and though his condition may seem strange, Gary embraces it, finding ways to use it to his advantage every day. Chiatkumar, an infant from Punjab, India, carries a mysterious condition that has left both her family and doctors baffled. Born with a normal weight, her body started growing uncontrollably when she was just 4 months old. Now, at a weight comparable to a 10-year-old, Chiat's insatiable appetite drives her to consume meals 4 times the usual portion size. Her parents, attributing her condition to a higher power, feel powerless as they watch her struggle with breathing and sleeping difficulties. The challenge of her hardened skin further complicates medical testing, and financial constraints limit their access to specialized care. What started as a normal birth has turned into an ongoing battle, leaving her family desperate for answers. Sometimes, the extraordinary shows up in the most unexpected places. Take Schlanker, for instance. He never knew his tongue was anything special until one fateful day when helping his daughter with a school project. While flipping through a Guinness World Records book, he stumbled upon the record for the widest tongue, which was 3.1 inches. Intrigued, he measured his own, and it clocked in at 3.37 inches, a full 0.27 inches wider than the old record. That moment changed everything. Schlanker, now famous in his New York town, became the proud holder of the world's widest tongue, proving that sometimes hidden talents are just waiting to be discovered. For 66 years, Sheila's nails were a living testament to patience, culture, and commitment. Starting at just 14, he began growing them, and by the time he reached adulthood, they had become the longest on a single hand, stretching an impressive 9.1 meters. In Sheila's homeland, long nails symbolize wealth and status, an honor for a man to carry proudly. It wasn't until his visit to Ripley's Believe It or Not in New York City that his nails were truly recognized. After over 6 decades, Sheila finally decided to cut them, but not without leaving behind a legacy that will be remembered for generations. Chantel Tupper's tongue is no ordinary feature. It's a rare gift that sets her apart in a way few can relate to. At a staggering 10 centimeters, her tongue is almost twice the size of the average person's, making her a record holder in the Guinness World Records. Chantel can do things that others can only dream of, like touching her nose with ease and eating yogurt without the need for a spoon. While some may view her extraordinary trait with skepticism, Chantel sees it as a blessing, and she doesn't care what anyone else thinks. To her, it's just another part of what makes her unique. Some people are born once in 1,000 years. Their stories defy logic and stretch the limits of possibility. Take Chef Boy Boats, for example. Known for his jaw-dropping appearance on America's Got Talent, his eyes extended from their sockets, leaving everyone in shock. Sure, his performance might not have hit all the right notes, but who cares when you have eyes that capture the spotlight? Even though he didn't make it far in the competition, he's become a familiar face in commercials and TikTok, proving that sometimes it's not about talent, it's about making people look twice. A legend in the making, just waiting for the next big stage. Meet Tiffany Gogel, a 33-year-old woman who doesn't let anything define her limitations. Born with Charcot-Levin syndrome, a rare genetic condition that affects her spine and torso, Tiffany stands at just 1.2 meters tall and can't turn her neck. But instead of letting these challenges hold her back, she turned them into fuel for her passion. Tiffany is a professional ballerina and a trainer at a ballet school, dancing with grace and strength that defy expectations. She proves every day that true greatness isn't about height. It's about the heart and drive to keep pushing forward. Keep reaching for the stars, Tiffany.
I'm very proud to reclaim the title for Guinness World Records' largest gate.
Isaac Johnson, a teenager from Bloomington, Minnesota, carries a rare gift, one that few can claim. The Guinness World Record for the largest male mouth gape, stretching 10.1 to 96 centimeters. It all began back in 2019 when Isaac, only 14, made his mark with a 9.34 centimeter gap. Though he lost the title for a brief time, his determination never wavered. In 2020, he reclaimed the record, pushing his limits even further. By 2022, he had surpassed his own achievement, setting the bar higher than ever before. Isaac's journey is more than just a physical record. It's a message about embracing uniqueness and pushing boundaries. Open discussion. Now it's time for today's open discussion. This is the story of a child unlike any other, a little one born with a head that drew stares and whispers. Some even dared to call him an alien, but the pain didn't stop there. His own father, unable to understand his son's unique condition, labeled him a devil spawn and gave his mother an ultimatum: abandon the child or lose him forever. But his mother, Vaginas Liberata, refused to bow to hate. Standing tall in the face of rejection, she became her son's unwavering hero, showering him with love while the world called him a monster. It's a journey filled with hardship, but together they're defying the odds, showing the world what true love and strength look like. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.